All right, just coming out here, making this a short podcast here. Just want to talk a little bit about tonight's game. It was the Devine Warhorses taking on the your Rockport-Fulton Pirates. They were playing up in Kennedy, the by-district round playoffs, first round, um, and it was important. Game one's always important, right? You want to get that first win, and so Rockport actually, the offense was rolling today. Rockport takes the game one win, 14-6. They'll play game two. That'll be tomorrow, Saturday, back in Kennedy at about 2 p.m. So if Rockport wins that game, they sweep the series and then they'll go to the second round. If Devine wins game two, then game three will be played 30 minutes after game two. So hopefully the Pirates can get that game two win, come back home and get ready for round number two. But it was a great performance by the Pirates offensively. They were big time. And if you've ever heard my live streams, at times, you could see that offense rolling. At times they struggled, but when they're on, they're on. And I said, when that offense gets going, it's the top of that lineup. And you get Gibson gets going, Elizondo and those guys get going, Phillips, and then the rest of the crew just kind of follows through. And tonight, for Coach Elizondo, the offense was on, scoring 14 runs. Devan Phillips had the biggest uh, game that I've seen thus far. I mean, he had I think he drove in six on three hits to lead Rockport. Right, Phillips drove runs in the first. He hit a home run. Then he hit a double in the second, and he walked in the fifth. So he had a huge night, which is something that we've seen. Earlier on in the regular season, we saw Devan Phillips, hit a home run at home. So we know he's got the power and big time at the start of the game. Two guys are on, and then Phillips comes up and Devin gets a home run to get things going, a 3-0 lead, and that offense just kept rolling every inning, and Devine, to give them a lot of credit, that offense was on too. They made it really close. They got some runs in, and they actually they cut it to within one. But every time they made a run, Rockport's offense came back in the next inning, got 2, 3 runs, and then toward the end, they really poured it on to extend that lead and keep it at 14-6. But other guys also that had hits tonight: Dawson Phillips, Isaiah Elizondo, Sean Howell, Ryder Whitstine, all sending runners across. Right, so just a great performance, I think, by the Pirates tonight to get that important game one win. Um, Gibson, he was 2 for 5. Phillips, 3 for 3. Howe, 2 for 4. Ryder Whitstine, 2 for 4. Jackson Keown, 3 for 4. So when we talk about the Pirates, right, the top of the lineup, they usually get on, but it's that middle and the bottom of the lineup. When those guys get going, it really helps. And you heard I had Coach Elizondo on the Pirates Cove podcast this week, and he said that Cowan was huge tonight, right? And he said he can draw those walks and flip and he can get to the on base and kind of get that top of the lineup. When he gets on, then you bring in Gibson, Smith, Elizondo, Phillips. So when that bottom of the lineup's going, and a guy like Jackson can get on, Cowan can get on base, it really keeps things going, and then get the top of the order. And Gibson was on tonight, and it just makes for the offense. Like I said, when the offense gets going, good things happen for the Pirates. And tonight, they needed that. On the mound for the Pirates, with Sean Howell, and Howell's been great through the regular season. I mean, he's been lights out, only taking that one loss in district. Tonight, he pitched 6 innings. He gave up 7 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks. He had 6 strikeouts. So the way I've seen Sean Howell play, you don't always have your A game on, right? And tonight, I'd have to say, definitely he did not have his A game, but he was good enough to get the outs when he needed to. and that's one thing that Sean can do. You can have bases loaded or runners on second and third, but um, when he needs to get that strikeout, when he needs to get that big out, he comes through for the Pirates. Not his A game tonight, but good enough to get the win for the Pirates, a much needed win, right? Because game one, like I said, you go back and you put yourself in a great position to hopefully win one of the next two should you play two games. And then, of course, Sean got a lot of help from the offense tonight. So, Case Patterson came in, got the pitched the seventh and got the three outs that needed to and not give up any runs. And then you've heard Coach talk about the junior Case Patterson. They've been kind of using him a little bit more as the season progressing tonight, having to come in and shut that offense down. He did. So overall, I just think it was great. Offensively, they were great. And hopefully tomorrow they'll come out and they'll play another game. Hopefully the offense will be on again, get a couple of runs for the pitcher, and hopefully we finish it in game two. But I think that game one, we'll see how Coach Elizondo plays the rest of the series, the game two, and then should there be a game three, we'll see how it goes. But the Pirates are definitely in control right now, getting the win. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get that second win, and it'll be great. But again, a very young team, right? Who some of these guys outside of Phillips, that's Devin and Isaiah, Gibson, maybe Kyle Novak. The rest of these guys, I think, um, weren't even on the team last year as far as the playoff team. So I might have missed one or two, but I know the majority of these boys, it's the first time there. And this says a lot for Pirate baseball, man, right? These guys playing huge, playing big. Some of these guys first time ever playing in the playoff game and just coming up huge. But like I said, for me, what I've seen from them is when that top of the lineup gets going and gets on base, it just kind it's like a trickle effect, right? It just seems like it affects the rest of the lineup and everybody just gets rolling, man. And it was great to see that tonight. For me, I think the pitching is always going to keep Rockport in games. But when that offense plays the way it played tonight, they're going to be hard to beat. And tonight was a perfect example of getting 14 runs. And it was just great. And so tomorrow they'll be traveling back to Kennedy for game two. I believe it starts at 2 p.m. And I just, instead of just writing it all down, I said, man, I'll just come in here real quick, 5-7 minutes, and I'll just talk about the game. So it was really, really great. I look forward to following the game tomorrow and giving updates on the Pirates Code channel. So that's on Facebook. So if you can't make the game, I'll be giving up updates. You guys can follow on the Pirates Code channel Facebook page as I'll be giving updates tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna be just hopefully I'll be getting up in time to be able to follow the game. But it was great to see the win. Congratulations to Coach Elizondo, his assistant coaches, and the Pirates. Great game, guys. And hopefully tomorrow in game two at 2 o'clock, we can finish off Devine, get some rest, and then look forward to round two. So again, big night for Devan Phillips, man. I'm really proud for this kid. I mean, like I said, if you heard on the podcast, this is a kid that just is successful. He gives 100%, and it's great to see him having so much success in the playoffs and through his senior season here with baseball. So Pirates get the win 14-6, and we'll play game two tomorrow at 2 p.m. And whether we win or lose, if we have to go to game three, I'll come back on and give the results. Even if we lose or win, I'm going to come out and give the results and talk a little bit apart baseball. So good night, and I'll be back tomorrow after the games are concluded. Hopefully, I'll be able to come back on and congratulate the Pirates on the series win and then move over to the second round. We shall see. This Devine team scored 6 runs, so they don't go away. And you heard Coach Alexander, they're scrappy. And we saw this from them. They don't go away. They've got some hitters. and they get things going. So our offense will have to be on, and hopefully our pitching can shut them down as well. So again, you can follow. I'll have updates on the Pirates Code channel until tomorrow. Have a great night. Thank you. Hopefully you'll watch this, and if you like it, please share it on your timeline, and then also subscribe to the Pirates Cove YouTube channel. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.